How you going, everyone? A few weeks ago, Jeff Bezos took a break from launching cockets loaded to the tip with neoliberalists into the stratosphere to tie the knot in Venice, of all places. Yeah. He just rented out a city, apparently, like hand the keys back by 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning type thing. All the stupidly rich were there. Gatesy, Oprah, Ronaldo, Usher, these dickheads, the Kardashians, Sydney Sweeney, this guy who looks like the bad guy in an episode of Hannibal. There's Leo trying incredibly hard to stay hidden under his DiCaprio. And yeah, thousands of pissed off Italians were also there. They were like, yeah, no. We don't mind you getting hitched, but if you can afford to rent out Venice for your wedding, you could probably pay more tax. How about a little taxi tax? Even the inclement weather was like, can you stop destroying the middle class? See, the problem with the ultra rich is this. They don't know how to be resourceful. That's what I reckon. You don't need an entire Italian city for a wedding. You can get a second-hand dress, put out a cheese sandwich platter, and the DJ, gone. Nailed it, Shaz, and she saved you thousands of dollars. So now you're ready to invest as a 5% down payment on a 143-year mortgage. Not for a house like this, of course, with ridiculous views, a gigantic closet, and a pool large enough for a jet ski you can use to thoroughly piss off your neighbours. Look at him, actually doing it. Ah, rich people, mate. No, you can afford something more like this lovely little 2-bed, 1-bath, kitchen and bathroom flat. It can all be yours, provided you're happy to skip on furniture. However, if furniture is a deal breaker, maybe ownership isn't for you. Instead, you could rent this rusted, compact bachelor pad and former generator room for only 2,000 Australian dollars a month. Which actually isn't that bad considering our housing market down here. Maybe I should move to America. Nah. Check out this hotel made entirely out of ice. My God, this feels like something out of a James Bond movie and an extremely unnecessary way to cool down. I mean, why do this when you can just strap a frozen bottle of spring water to a desk fan? Real wealth is knowledge and ingenuity. Don't ever forget that, me subscribers. Don't ever forget that.
High Karate's second fragrance, new Eastern spice. Just one whiff drives women wild. Its sultry oriental aroma makes men irresistible. That's why there's a special leaflet on self-defense in every pack. High Karate and High Karate Eastern Spice. Be careful how you use it.
Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Can you believe we made it? We're here. I don't
We made
believe
it.
Well, through thick and thin, through mosh pits and sand, man. It's been a hell of a week, Chanda. What the hell?
Has been a hell of a week. But you know what? That was a banging opener. Holy shit.
Oh,
Heavy metal. I'm going to have that song in my head all night now.
Oh, God, I've had it in my head for the last week. I mean, it's been something to make that. I hope everybody out there in the chat liked that song. It's 1981, the original heavy metal, and I found one cover, and that is a cover. That's not Don Felder. That's an awesome cover. Yeah, that was, I get lucky once in a while that I find a good quality cover. And with that being said, the outro tonight is banging. I got three cover songs from that album, that heavy metal album, that kill it. And Chanda previewed it today, and she said, "Good job, man." And of course,
you guys are going to like it.
We got a great song in the middle of the show tonight. We've got a beautiful song there that we'll talk about later. So, we want to say hi to everybody, don't we? Say
hi to everybody.
Hi. I want to say hi to Kamshwari Kate. Kate, thank you so much for the coffee. I can certainly use it. It's been a tough week for everybody, and I really, really do appreciate that, Kate. And Kate was first in on my list, but I've seen people throughout the week when I put this up on here. Steve G is in the house. Steve G. And Chiron Pine, what's going on, Chiron Pine? And Bad Cookies. Chris Alger, what's going on, Chris? What's going on? Hardlands Media is in the house. I bet that's the Kitmeister. Kitmeister is in the house. That's the Kitmeister. Yeah, what's going on? Yes, Chanda is my hero, too, and I bet everybody in this chat, Chanda is their hero. Nice. Mastermind Hour, great to see you as usual. We've got, who else do we got in here? Salty's Digital Dive is in the house.
Hey, Salty.
What's up, Salty? I'm having to switch a couple of gears here real quick. Momentary pause. Sorry.
Yeah, we had some issues, man. Zoom decided to do some shit on us the last 2 days.
Oh, yeah. Zoom and YouTube and Facebook. And I got logged out of everything. I bet we're not the only ones because I've talked to some people and they said they've had trouble with all their apps as well. Fred Edward, Network Master Supreme. Fred, what's going on, Fred? We've got, who else? Old Man Barker's in the house.
Old Man Barker, what's up?
Red Angel, good to see you. Let me see. I'm getting down here on the list. I'm getting down here. I got Steve G earlier. Let me see. Who else do I have? The Empirine. What's up, The Empirine? What's going on? Good to see you. Howdy. Howdy. Natalie Williams. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Nat.
Always wonderful to see Natalie. Natalie's awesome. Let me see. Got Rad Angel. Want to make sure I get everybody. I do my best. And I don't know, Kill Your Grey Gross is here, and Sass and AQS. Sass, can you see that, Chanda? Free Palestine. Absolutely.
I don't see it.
Sass and AQS. I'm butchering that. I apologize. And
I'm trying to find where you're talking about. Anthony. Do you get Anthony?
Anthony, what's going on, Anthony? Jody Havel, good to see you. I love
Jody.
this song. Yes, I do too. Jody, I think you and I have the same taste in music. I know Chanda does.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Hey, Mastermind. What's up, Mastermind? You've been watching the Y-Files?
Mastermind.
I love the Y-Files.
I think I'm getting through everybody here. Who else? I got bad cookies. I had to scroll
Nihilo?
up.
Did you get Nihilo?
Nope, I didn't. And I didn't get Deborah Grossbach. Good to see you, Deborah. Good to see you. And I think I got everybody. Yes, we love the same music. I knew we did.
So Sanchez US? Is that who you were talking about?
Yes, the Sanchez US.
So Sanchez, yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Snorky! Snorky's in the house hanging out over at the trailer park. What's up, Snork?
Snark. No, it's Saucinac US. Saucinac US. Thank you for making that simple. Saucinac US, and I'm going to try and remember that. Go ahead.
Yeah, me too. We got Jen Doe hanging out at the trailer park. Salty's Digital Dives hanging out over there. And then let's check out Rumble. Go Start. Mr. Worthless Eater and Zoxo Voxo Vix are hanging out over there. There's more of you hanging out over there. They're just not chatting. What's up, everybody? I'm so glad to be here. I'm out of a fucking week, man. I didn't even know if I was going to be here.
Yeah, and you did get Rumble, right?
Rumble, yeah, I did.
And no, Kit, I do not have a Kick link. Chanda and I have both gone at Kick twice, and we can't get it to roll for some reason. I got
kicked out, and Oz has got the keys, and he won't give them to me, so I'm going to have to take it upside down to get the keys from you.
I'll give you whatever you want. You just ask.
I got the keys to the trailer park Kick, but I can't get back into the B&B Kick.
Yeah, that Kick has been a pain in the butt, and I know it's something silly,
I like it. It works great for me. It launches every time, but once I got kicked out, I haven't been able to get back in there.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
I'm going to work on that. I am. Hey, Joan, what's up?
It's those Jewish space lasers. That's what it is.
It's the Jewish space lasers.
It has to be. It has
always,
to be.
always.
Yeah. Anyway, if I can't get into Kick, I'll be calling you this week, Kit, to help me through it. You want to give everybody a health update real quick before we get this ship sailing?
Okay, yeah, we might as well get it out of the way. So last time I saw you guys, I had a brain scan and a bone scan, and everything was looking okay. But I kind of knew by the way I was feeling things weren't okay, and things aren't okay. The cancer's back. It is tripled in my femur bones, so it's really attacking my femur bones. It's like a 14 centimeter mass that's in my femur bones, and it's in my ribs, and there may be a spot on my liver, and there's definitely some activity going on in my lungs. So I met with Kate, you got my nails. I met with Fred Hutch Cancer Center in Seattle, which is the University of Washington, yesterday. I'm going back into radiation on Monday. I had so many doctor's appointments this week, Oz. It was crazy. I literally had 4 appointments in a row at the cancer center. They would pull me out of one room and put me in another room. So I got more tattoos. I did simulation. So they're going to radiate my femurs, the tops of my femurs and my ribs, which are causing me immense pain right now. Like the worst pain. When they say cancer hurts, I always just like, yeah, cancer hurts. Okay. No, it is the worst, most terrible pain of your fucking life. Like, wake me up out of a dead sleep and I can do nothing but just lay there and cry and pray that it'll go away. Like, it's that bad when it's in your bones. So, yeah, I have a hard time breathing. It's up under my left rib right now. If you've ever broke a rib, you know how that feels. And then in my legs. So, they want me to use a walker, which I've been kind of doing. But I have to use a sit-down walker everywhere I go now. And they want me to do another round of chemo. So we're going to do another first line round of chemo because I got kind of the lightest round last time and it worked. It helped, right? So this next round is going to be a lot stronger, which is probably going to make me sicker than the last time. But we're hoping that'll knock it into remission again because we got there the first time. We think we can get there the second time. But if that doesn't work, then they're going to admit me to the hospital in Seattle and they're going to give me another type of chemo that can only be administered by the hospitals. And if that doesn't work, then there's a clinical trial that's going on at Fred Hutch that I qualify for because I'm young and I'm in the class that they want for it. So that is our treatment plan. And hopefully I don't have to deal with the end of that treatment plan for years from now. I'm hoping the first chemo will get me there. But so, yeah, I'm going through radiation and chemo again. I'm going to lose my hair again. I'm so not looking forward to that.
Well, you're gorgeous no matter what you got, Chanda.
Oh, you guys are sweet. And you guys, this community has been so amazing, Oz. The last year has been crazy and everybody has been so supportive. But, to a year, it's been a year to the date almost. And fucking here we are again. And yet again, our community of brothers and sisters across independent media and all of the chats have just lifted me up again like they always have. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here right now because my insurance keeps denying my morphine, my pain medicine, which they've had to severely up. So I'm fighting because I'm above the CDC's recommendation for opiates, which is just dumb if you have cancer. But so I have to pay out of pocket for them. So thank you guys so much for helping me pay for those. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for this community and everything they do for me. You guys carry me, man. And I keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting.
That's because we love you so much. Don't forget that.
I'm going to keep fighting. What else can I do,
And that's it. Kate says those clinical trials are showing great results. Thank you, Kate.
They are on a lot of things, especially with small cells. So I'm more than willing to be a guinea pig if it means that it's going to save somebody's life down the line. That's the way I look at it. Even if it doesn't save mine, it might save some young mother who's in her 40s or something,
Yep. And Salty says, just like I say, you look great with a bald head too, dear. So don't
Amber was
about
sending me wigs. Guess what, guys? I got to see Sister Amber last weekend. We went out to Nia Bay and hung out together for Macaw days. I didn't get to spend much time with her because I had a emergency and had to run home, but I did get to spend at least a little bit of time with her. And she brought me a pin from Stella. Stella gave her a pin when she went to London. Remember when Amber went to London?
Yeah.
And it's got Julian Assange on it, and it says, we're not free unless Julian's free or something like that. But I've got a pin from Stella. How cool. I love it. It was good to see you, Amber.
That's good. That's good. Okay, shall we kick this thing and get it rolling?
Let's do it. We'll kick it. You put a lot of work into this show. You wrote most of this show because I've been so sick this week.
Yeah, it's not going to be the caliber that Chanda usually writes, but we'll get through it, guys.
Not true.
Anyway, we've got somebody's special day. It was yesterday, and that would be
It was.
Happy birthday, Charlie
Happy
Mack.
birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie Mack.
Happy birthday. And if he's not in here, I didn't see him in here, but somebody tell him we wished him happy birthday. We try and catch everybody, and please, if you got a birthday coming up, let us know, because that's the least we can do. Is
we're like the radio station.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to?
We're old. We're old.
We're old.
We're old.
Oldies
we're
but
old.
goodies.
We're
I need to do
old.
something about this mic, but I
And let's
can't.
see. What do we got? We're starting with
Now
the
you
weather.
can see my face. God.
We're
it's
starting
right in
with the
front of my
weather, right?
face.
Weather. No, this is
The
a dust storm.
weather. Babylon got beat down by a windstorm, and I'm here for it. So Burning Man is so disappointed. They got hit by that. What do they call them? A hooba? Is that what they're called?
Jojoba?
A hoba?
Hoba?
I don't know.
I lived in Phoenix. I can't remember the pronunciation.
You lived in Phoenix? You never lived through one of these?
Yeah, I
Have you ever
did. I
gone
lived through two, and it was
Really?
It was really
I couldn't
spooky.
imagine.
It was really spooky.
Yeah, having
I-
that
I-
sand in your fucking eyes. No, fuck that.
Yeah, I think they shot the movie Hidalgo in Phoenix. Anyway, This is Burning Man.
This
right?
is Phoenix. Yeah,
Oh,
this is Phoenix right here.
This is Phoenix. Okay, let's look at Phoenix.
A towering wall of dust has swept across Phoenix in the U.S. state of Arizona. The dust cloud left flights grounded while leaving thousands without power.
Out west, an incredibly wicked-looking wall of dust washed over Phoenix, Arizona. Cameras from all over capturing the towering storm as it swept into the metro.
That shit's
the
scary.
phenomenon known as a haboob hammered the area,
Haboob.
plunging
Haboob.
it into near-zero
Haboob.
visibility,
It's got-
knocking
he
out
said
power to
boob.
more than 60,000
It's got
people and
boob
shutting
in
down
it.
action at
It's
the
got
airport
boob in
for
it.
an hour. Arizona State University showcasing a time-lapse of the storm sweeping across its football stadium in Tempe, home of the aptly named Sun Devils. A thunderstorm following that dust, shooting lightning bolts across the sky.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a lot of static electricity in the air when those come through. Haboobs.
It's crazy. Phoenix was really special to live there. It was like
I've been to Phoenix. I've been to
120
Phoenix.
degrees, and with the cost of energy these days, I lived there back in the 80s. But with the cost of energy these days, you couldn't afford to live in Phoenix. There's just no way.
Human beings live a lot of places they really fucking shouldn't live. And when the grid goes down, a lot of people are going to leave those places, you know?
Yeah, they are. They are, absolutely. You brought a little TMZ here, huh?
Well, I love to see it. So, Babylon got beat down during this haboob. And Burning Man's orgy dome got destroyed by a dust storm. Aw, it was fun watching the videos of fucking Burning Man and everybody freaking out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I read a couple places. They're thinking that they're not going to be able to afford to keep doing this Burning Man thing. So
Something bad always happens at Burning Man. Like over the years, we remember there was the big rainstorm and everybody was stuck and there was fucking,
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
stuck
yeah,
in the
yeah.
mud.
didn't somebody get barbecued there? A couple of people got fried.
Oh God, yeah. There's always people that disappear and get murdered and OD and what a just a heathenistic fucking
And people
Burning
complained
Man
about
probably was
Woodstock. Give
cool.
me a break.
Yeah, Burning Man was probably cool back when it first started, but it's become commercialized. It's where Nepo kids and fucking Silicon Valley elites go to fucking drop acid and have free sex with everybody. It's just gross.
Did you say there's lots of silicone there? I believe you.
Yeah, Katy Perry was playing it from what I understand.
Well, whatever. I see. Did you bring this? We're not supposed to.
I
bring this.
did. Mark Cuban wants a new job.
Okay, let's hear what Marky's got to say.
Send in the next applicant. Dan Scavino. My man. What do you need, Mark? I'm really busy right now. Well, first off, huge congrats on the new job, buddy. Thanks. Now, what do you want? I want in. In what? The next Mar-a-Lago tournament? I want in the team. The administration. Come on, Dan. You know me. I've got ideas. Tariffs? I can fix them. Healthcare? Cost plus drugs is already crushing it. Let's make a deal. This isn't Shark Tank, Mark. I don't need your woke sales pitch. Just tell me what you want. I want a job, Dan. You want a job with who? With you guys. What? You want a job with the Trump administration? Yeah, I'll do anything. Secretary of Commerce, Chief Innovation Officer. Hell, I'll even polish the Resolute desk if it means being a part of the Trump team. Mark Cuban. That's my name. Don't wear it out. The same Mark Cuban who called Trump a snake oil salesman on every CNN panel for years? That was sarcasm. I was totally joking, Dan. The Mark Cuban who tweeted that Trump was the biggest con artist in history? Oh my gosh, I was kidding. You bashed the president for years. And now you want a job in his administration? I'm a huge supporter of Trump. I always have been. You said some pretty unforgivable things about my boss, Mark. I was just doing that for clicks. I wasn't being serious. Well, you sounded pretty serious. Please give me a job. I'll do anything. No, please. Are you insane? I just want to be a part of the winning team. No, I'm begging you, please. Please, please, please give me a job. Fine. I'll give you a job. Oh, thank you, Dan. You won't regret this.
A few moments later.
How's it going, Mark? The royal toilet is clean, Your Highness. That's not clean enough. Fight for nothing. Clean the toilet or you're fired. Let's go. Hurry it up, Mark. I'm going as fast as I can. Hurry it up, Mark. I want my mommy. Send in the next applicant. Hi, I'm looking for a job in the White House computer department. There's a new sheriff in town. And his name is Dan Scavino. Y'all be cool.
Whatever.
Oh my God, Chanda!
So did you see Bill and Hillary got caught on a camera loading onto a plane, and they had mass hospital equipment with them?
No, I didn't see that. What was that?
Oh no, it just broke like an hour or two ago. Yeah, it's pretty funny. They have Secret Service carrying like, vitals. Like if you were in the hospital, tells you all your vitals and shit. Yeah.
Was one of them on a gurney or what?
No. So yeah, Mike, ask your guess. What do you guys think? Who's it for, Hillary or Bill? I would say Bill. I don't know, but Hillary was pretty sick out on the 2016 campaign trail. So, God, it could be either of them.
Could be either. Keep everybody in the chat. Keep us up on that story if you happen to see this. I have to make an admonition here. Is that even a word? Admission.
Admission. Yeah.
I follow Crazy Village Village Crazy Lady, and I like Mel. She's really good. She's dead on. I've watched her speak on some shows and stuff. But Chanda and I are really good about not poking at people, getting into drama. But I draw the line at assholes.
That time.
And Michael Tracy is the biggest stinky, greasy fucking pig asshole.
I've thought that since the day I met him in 2016.
Yeah, the guy, in my opinion, is just a flippin' jerk. And, I guess Daryl Cooper.
He's an incel who hates fucking women. I will tell you that from the beginning.
I believe him to be a real misogynist too. But
he absolutely is.
I don't know what the whole story is here, but Daryl Cooper had some questions to answer, according to Michael Tracy. But I guess it was it a debate or something, or did you hear anything about it? But Daryl Cooper couldn't make it because he had a death in the family, and Michael Tracy just Michael Tracy'd him, and. Just for a little spot of history here, Yusuf, I think he's compromised. There's something seriously uncouth here. Why is this Jonathan Pollard-looking bum now doing 24/7 Jeffrey Epstein damage control? Even the Alan Dersh. And why didn't he add child sex trafficking to this list of propaganda in terms of he returned from his trip? Now, this is from 2023, and this is just a character thing. Disclaimer, I don't use jargon, propaganda terms such as genocide, terrorism, ethnic cleansing, apartheid, war crime. If you prefer to communicate in the language of activist sloganeering, that's your prerogative. It's not to excuse any side. I just prefer to clear English. Well,
genocide's not pure clear English.
The thing about Michael Tracy is he uses he must walk around with a collegiate word dictionary, because the guy uses big words to sound like he's intelligent, and I think he's dumber than snot. But I also do think he's being paid by people to spew horseshit and come down on people. If I were, and we know who I'm talking about, if I were certain influencers, podcasters out there, I wouldn't get within 10 feet of this guy. And I'm just saying, because again, I think he's a pig. And
I wouldn't, because I think he's allergic to deodorant. I'm just saying.
Really?
I know, I've met him.
Smells that bad, huh? Yeah, well, he looks like it. That's insensitive.
Yeah, he's a little he's a little greasy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Bad Cookie says, odds that's insensitive to snot, you will hurt the snot's feelings. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I was sitting in a bar in Philly. I think it was the Hillary delegates hotel's bar. And it was after all the bullshit had gone down, and a bunch of us were in there drinking and eating Philly cheesesteaks. And off in this little dark corner was Michael Tracy. And Eriquelle Bloss, the leader of Progressive Independent Party, she pulls me over. She's a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine. We've been drunk in a couple of different states together. Anyways, she drags me over and she goes, "Hey, this is Michael Tracy." And I was like, okay, who the hell is this? And so I kind of had a little bit of conversation with him, and I just got that, I don't know, he just
stenchy vibe.
yeah, the vibe off of him was not good. And from that day on, anytime anybody brought up Michael Tracy, I was like, not to say that we haven't brought Michael Tracy's shit over the years, because we have. There was times where he,
I don't remember.
I think we probably brought a couple
once.
posts
before
of
we
his,
figured
maybe.
it out. I don't know. I don't remember. And if
I don't know.
did-
Maybe we've shit talked him over the years. I don't know. We
Well,
don't
usually
do that too
shit
much,
talk
yeah.
anybody, but this guy's a jerk and a half, and the hard time he gave Tara Reid and so many women that were assaulted by
Right.
Biden.
I do remember
It
us going
just-
after him for that.
Yeah,
so.
the guy is just not. He's what his origin? What's his claim to fame anyway? TYT. I don't think that's such a big thing to have.
I
on
don't
your
know, but
resume.
when he got introduced to me, it was like toted like he was somebody big, and I was just like, I don't know who this guy is, and I've been in the burner movement for a long time, so yeah, it was weird.
Well, I think we're doing him a favor by even platforming it, but I wanted to
I
get
know.
that out so everybody's
not.
clear on that. And I'm really disappointed on those who feature him or have him fill in for their shows because he is beneath.
He was
those
on Jimmy
people.
Dore a good bit, wasn't he? There a couple of years ago.
Not anymore. I don't think Jimmy has him on
Yeah.
anymore. He had him on, but but there are others.
He
that
was
have
one
him
of the
on.
4 horsemen of TYT, says Bad Cookie.
Yeah, just terrible. But anyway, he can go to hell. What do you have here? What is this? Or
I don't know.
Did I do this?
Oh, I put it there, but it's been a long, hard week. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, the Department of
In
War.
that meeting on DC, I started my sentence by saying, the Department of Defense. To which you said, that just doesn't sound right. So maybe next time we're here, my card will read Department of War. We'll see. But it's not, here's the thing, here's what people miss.
Trump's
It's
on
not
that
just
very
about
amusing.
words. It's about the warrior ethos. It's about what the department is supposed to do.
The fuck is a
George
warrior
Washington
ethos?
started the Department of War because he wanted us to win our wars. Our founders didn't want endless foreign entanglements. They didn't want endless contingencies and deployments. They wanted an empowered military the handcuffs were taken off to fight to win and then bring those troops home.
That guy's a sociopath, and
I know, right?
Dennis Kucinich wanted to call it have a Department of Peace. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. When you're trying
That's
to
what
get
it
along.
should
with
be.
But these psychopaths here, and again, I have no love for Obama, Clinton, Trump, Bush, Biden, any of them. They're all in
we
the
know.
same boat to me. Can't stand them. But that guy's
Yeah.
crazy. He is nuts.
Well, and Trump
And-
finds it fucking amusing, obviously, right?
Yeah, he probably got cued to laugh. So
Apparently, we're not allowed to burn flags anymore.
yeah, we're not allowed to burn flags.
So get this. Okay, so at the DNC, it's 2016 DNC convention in Philly, right as the gates got busted into by whoever, I don't know, maybe they were provocateurs, but whatever, somebody burned a flag. And my friend Evan Duke, who went with us, whatever. If you know Devin or Evan, you either love him or you hate him. But he posted a picture of it. He was like, "Oh, this is from us when we were there, and this is one of the flags." Facebook took it down. Instantly took it fucking down. So now you're not even allowed to post stuff like this on Facebook. Hence why I put the little Nazi thing over it, so maybe we wouldn't trigger the censors. But yeah, when I was just planning on cooking some hamburgers and then Trump started more of his dictator shit. Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like I want to torch anything, but when they tell me I can't, it kind of makes me want to, right?
Yeah, I mean, the tyranny and fascism that we're having, and don't tell me we didn't have it under Biden. We had it under Biden too. It's just it's just evolving. So it's
right. So it said I prefer someone who torches a flag and then wraps himself up in the Constitution over someone who burns the Constitution and then wraps himself up in a flag. You brought that?
Yes. I peeled that off of someplace, but that's reality to me. It's burn the Constitution. That's what they're doing. Burning the flag is just.
It doesn't mean shit. Exactly. All this
Nothing.
symbolistic worship of a fucking inanimate object. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and when you hear somebody say Israel's telling the truth, well, all these organizations right here say they're lying, and these are not side organizations, and there's
I love World Central Kitchen. They're great.
Yeah,
Amnesty International.
Yeah, Doctors Without Borders. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The Red Cross. Even the Red Cross, they're bought and paid for. That's surprising.
Oh yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. But this is where we're at, and this world is burning. The face you make when they want you to pledge allegiance to an inanimate object, and that was from the first Conan the Barbarian. I see. You really you're taking me back there, Chanda. That's a long time ago. Oh my God, you brought Fink.
No, I didn't bring this.
Right, you didn't. Okay, so we share a brain. The World Economic Forum's Dangerous Evolution is complete. Klaus Schwab is out now. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, managing $12 trillion of your money, is steering the ship. Oh, I feel safe. This is the same man who said companies must force behaviors on society. His plan? Weaponize his plan. That's this guy is
holy shit. See, I didn't know this. I am so out of the loop. You guys, it's my job to inform you all, and I don't know shit this week, so I just got informed of that.
Klaus is out, and they got somebody worse, if you can believe it. So that's I believe Fink is worse. So once again we're
I'm sure him and Alex Soros are good friends.
I'm sure. Germany's having a little bit of a Nazi problem over there, so
they've always had a Nazi problem.
Yeah, says this is how Germany treats its own people. Just Israel can cut more children. So here you go, and this woman is ganged up by a bunch of Nazis and punched in the head a few times. Enjoy.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, poor woman. That's a woman, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ja, einfach mal ein bisschen mehr Abstand halten.
Play with the big Nazis, you get beat down.
Yeah, I almost wanted to call our friend Marcos and ask him what the hell's going on over there. But, you know, this being said, everything...
You can call Amos while you're at it.
No. You know, you could say that was taken out of context, but no, it wasn't taken out of context. A gang of Nazi thugs dragged a woman to the ground, punched her in the face, and hauled her off. Okay, what's the context there? Was she robbing a bank? I don't think so. So, you know, this is coming to a neighborhood.
She probably called, you know, for Palestinian children to be saved or something terrible.
That's what the article actually said when I got into it, and Khaleesi is pretty accurate with her stuff from what I found. Anyway, meanwhile, back in California, we have a winner. Salesperson of the year. Gavin Newsom, salesperson of the year. Of course, I got this off of more of a conservative site.
Yeah, they're all fucking moving to Squim. Oh my God. I'm so California moving because I live in the best retirement places in the country in the top 5, and they all fled to here. And here's the thing: the median house price used to be about $250,000, maybe $300,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Rambler, you know, basic home. But since California has decided to start selling its normal houses for millions, those fuckers sell out down there and then they move here, and they have inflated the fucking price where I live. So insane, you can't buy a piece of property for less than $1 million fucking dollars with a house on it up here. Well, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, and they're assholes. They bring their fucking California mentality to our small town.
Yeah, we know they've been abused by this and previous governors. I used to live there, and I got the hell out. But their property taxes and their energy bills and the extra taxes on everything else. I know I sound like a conservative. I'm screaming about taxes. We're getting it in Washington State in the butt, you guys. I mean, Ferguson, the guy that we hoped wouldn't do what the last fucker did, which was Inslee, overspent the living shit out of the state. And now we went from, what was it, $72 billion a year to 68 billion a year to 72 billion.
And they're not putting the fucking money back into Washington State. So, example, I drove out to Nia Bay, which is the furthest point in Washington State, right? You got to take 101 and then take 113. The road is so fucking bad. There's only one way out there, one way back. It's washed out. It's terrible, terrible. Probably one of the worst roads in the full fucking state. So the Democrats drag their ass out to McCaudays every fucking years to show off, right?
Yeah.
So I watch all the fucking dumb Democrats, and I know all of them go walking by in the parade, marching. Oh, look at us. There's not a person under fucking 70 in that whole fucking group. And I thought, well, there goes a dying fucking party, because they refuse to welcome our energy. But State Rep LD24, Mike Chapman, who sits on our transportation committee, happened to be in that fucking group as they marched by. A little bit later, I'm walking down Vendor Road and I see Mike standing by himself. So I have my walker, which I'm totally embarrassed because I have a walker. I walk up to him and I go, hey, do you recognize me? Which I helped get the fucker elected. If it wasn't for me, chair of the progressives, endorsing him, he probably, because remember, he came from the Republicans.
Yeah, I know.
The guy who tackled the shoe bomber, right?
Yeah.
So I go, hey, and he goes, oh, Chanda, I heard you were sick. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I got cancer. It's kicking my ass. And I had my granddaughter standing next to me. He goes, you talk like that in front of her? I was like, what, about cancer? But anyway, so then I go, hey, did you take that road on the way in? Do you see how fucking bad it was, Mike? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's really bad. I'm like, you sit on the transportation committee. When are you going to fucking do something about it? You know, like, he's like, oh, yeah, we should do something about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kate says, Chanda, we can't even afford to buy a house. Yes, Kate. And how long is that going to work out for younger generations behind us?
The younger generation cannot.
No.
Oh, I did. I stuck it to them.
They're going to put your mic down a little bit. It's cutting off your pretty face. So
I tried to.
Okay. A little bit more. A little bit there. There you go.
Sorry. I know.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. No, okay.
Is that better?
That's much better. Now we can see you.
Yeah, so I was just like, get on it, committee, man. You're the fucking transportation fucking dude. Get on it.
Yeah.
They just waste money. Like, they replaced all the culverts in Western Washington for the salmon, and that has been a multi-billion-dollar fucking project.
That's a fortune for every culvert. It's a fortune.
And it's been a nightmare for travel. The whole fucking Pacific Northwest has been torn up for the last year and a half.
Well, thankfully, they canceled the project in front of the Land of Oz because they were going to take out my well.
Yeah, they were going to take out your well. Good. I'm glad to hear.
They actually postponed it till 2029, and I hope it doesn't even happen then.
Oh, shit. The alien A1, whatever, A31's coming for us, so don't worry. The aliens will have us by then.
I know. Maybe we'll be doing something else. Anyway, over in Texas, you got Governor Abbott's. He's redistricting, taking a cue from the Democrats, I will add.
Oh, yeah. They love to redistrict.
The Democrats. Yeah, oh, he shouldn't do that. Well, you guys have been doing it for years.
This is Governor Greg Abbott. I'm about to sign the law that creates the one big, beautiful map that ensures fair representation in the United States Congress for Texas. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Patrick, Speaker Burrows, Senator King, Representative Todd Hunter, Representative Cody Vasut, and all of the legislature who stayed in the Capitol and got this law to my desk.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, did he stroke enough people, or is there more? This is not...
Texas.
We call it gerrymandering where I come from. Exactly, Bad Cookie. Yeah, we don't call it redistricting. We call it gerrymandering.
It's gerrymandering, and the Democrats are experts at that. Believe me. This is why
so are the Republicans too. Though.
It's the uniparty guys. They don't give a shit about you. What they give a shit about is this right here, going over to Israel with AIPAC as Israel starves Gaza to death. And these are Democrats. And believe me, it wasn't just Democrats, Chanda. It was Republicans too. They get these guys to go on these junkets, and you know what? A lot of them, they don't want to go on the junkets. But they're forced to. They have to go because you got to be a party player.
They get them when they're young. They get them when they're at the LD level. Well, they get them when they're at the state level, way before they ever get to fucking Congress.
Yeah, some of these people, if not all, well, they're not all freshmen, but some of them are freshmen. And there's that lousy Steny Hoyer. That guy's equivalent to Lindsey Graham as far as I'm concerned. He's a piece of shit. But this is why I say, and I'm going to say it more in this show tonight, Israel's running the United States of America. And prove me wrong. Try.
Well, I brought a little clip from BB that says that's not true, but we'll get there.
Yeah, okay, whatever. BB should be buzzard bait somewhere.
What's up, Andy?
As far as I'm concerned. And let me see, what do we got here? Yeah, Norman Finkelstein really does an excellent job here. And this is a class on how you get somebody that's interviewing you to shut up. You just don't let them talk over you and change the subject. So Norm does a really good job here. And I just wanted to bring that to show everybody.
Who is that? Is that Jen Psaki?
No, this is some...
No, it's BBC. Are we going to get ticked for BBC?
You said of Israel, it's a crazy country. It's like a junkie. Every few years they go to war. They need their fix. They're lunatics. American Jews don't want to defend that.
Yeah, Israel is carrying on in a lunatic fashion. I would like to ask you...
And Hezbollah, who you went to meet?
I would like to ask you...
Shut up with Hezbollah.
Name me another country in the world. 2003, Israel was the cheerleaders for the war in Iraq. 2006, it went into war in Lebanon. 2008, 2009, it attacked Gaza. Now it talks about attacking Iran. If you read the Israeli papers every day, they talk about, should we attack Gaza? Should we attack Lebanon? Should we attack Syria? Name me another country in the world that falls into that category.
Well,
that's a lunatic state.
Israel would point to a number of its neighbors and say exactly the same thing.
No, you show me how many countries has Iran planned to attack?
Exactly.
So let's ask a simple question. How many countries in the last 10 years has Iran attacked?
When you look...
No, that's a fair question.
Or talked about attacking.
How many countries in the last 10 years has Iran attacked?
The history of Israel, do you not have some sympathy or understanding, people would ask, as to why they feel threatened and why
we're not
they
talking about
consider...
why they feel threatened. We're talking about a country that every 2 or 3 years goes to war. And if you follow the press as I do, every day they talk about let's attack this country, let's attack that country. That's not normal. And when I call the lunatic state...
why is it that the Israeli people vote in this government that you say is responsible for that?
I think it's a regrettable fact. I don't say these things with glee. I'm not happy about that fact. As the American economist, the Nobel laureate Paul Krugman, put it in the New York Times last week, he said it's perfectly obvious Israel's headed towards national suicide. It's become a crazy state. And he says it's not good for Jews, it's not good for the world where Israel is headed.
And yet it's still seen, of course, as the safe haven, the homeland for the Jews. You have a right to live there, although you're banned.
Right.
Would you go
I think that's a contradiction in terms, but we'll leave that aside.
Yeah, I think
oh my gosh!
Shit.
Tell me you're paid to, be a talking head. I love Norm. He always does a great job of just putting it out there. And why is it their argument is always but Hamas, but Hamas? You know,
I know. I'm numb to that anymore.
Me too.
I'm absolutely numb to
Me
that.
too. Hey, Crazy Puppet, what's up? Good to see you.
Crazy Puppet is in the house. What's going on? INN Indie Media is in the house. And Joey, come in here. I can't read the Chinese name.
I know,
name.
right?
Yeah. Joey, where's the Chinese name? Vic is in the house. What's going on, Vic? Jilly Love, good to see you, Jilly. So, well, speaking of Israel controlling the United States, here's one that you're going to just love, and this is Richie Torres, who I really don't like.
Hamas murdered thousands of people.
So what does that mean?
That Hamas is a terrorist organization for murdering innocent children.
What's his name?
How many civilians have been killed in this war?
This name.
What name?
The war is a tragedy.
90% of them have been civilians.
They've
killed journalists.
People have been killed in a war. It's been a tragedy.
They've killed people waiting for aid.
But you're suggesting that it is the policy of the Israeli government to murder civilians, and that is a notion that I reject.
You gotta.
It is.
Listen, man. You gotta be like a human being about this.
People who are dying in the war, which to me is a tragedy.
Tragedy.
Do you feel in your heart that this is what you're doing? What you're saying is right?
If you remove Hamas...
You don't actually think that.
I told you what I believe. Don't tell me what I believe. I've told you what I believe.
Why would you believe that?
Because there are people who see the world differently. I know it's a shock to you, but there are people who see the world differently.
Yeah, the way you've been told to see it, the way you've been paid to see it.
14
Dude, I love
million...
that guy just came at him with total shock and disgust at his lack of empathy.
Yeah, the Adam Friedland report. That's just a segment out of a bigger interview. And Torres gets his ass kicked in that interview. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You brought this.
I'm so disappointed in Patrick Bet-David. I mean, I have been. I'm not
surprised.
Years ago, he was great. Surprised. Years ago. We're talking 8 years ago, whatever. But he's definitely sold out. And you don't get more sold out than fucking interviewing fucking evil itself. And the first question he asked him, come on, do you really think he was going to get a response from Bibi like, oh, yes, I control Trump? So just listen. So stupid.
Prime Minister, what do you say to the critics who say, Israel owns America, Israel is who makes America do things they want him to do, whether it's through AIPAC, whether it's through, funding, money. You'll typically hear this. This has been overly said the last couple of years in a major way. And there's a community of Americans that at this point believe that whatever Israel wants, they make a phone call to America, America better do or else. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely not. I think it's full of hokum. First of all, do you know President Trump? I mean, sort of, I've known him for many years.
Sure.
Okay. You don't make him do anything. He does what he thinks is in America's interest, and he's very forceful about it. When he sees allies who don't,
is he a muppet? Look at his
step
hands.
up to the plate. He's not shy about saying it, and we have a different relationship altogether. It's not one of coercion or manipulation. It's one of common interests and common values. And I think that people understand that because Israel is different. It really is. We know that we have to fight for ourselves, and we do. But when we fight for ourselves, we fight for you too, because we fight Iran. Iran tried to murder President Trump not once but twice. Iran killed and wounded thousands of Americans with their IEDs, explosive devices, in Iraq and Afghanistan. Iran killed 241 Marines in Beirut. They bomb your embassies. They burn American flags. They have mobs chanting, "Death to America, death to America." So when we fight Iran, we're not just fighting our war, we're fighting your war. But we are fighting that war here in the Middle East. And let me tell you what.
That interview was so fucking disgusting. Like he was going to say, yes, I control Trump. And yes, Israel controls and owns America. That was just a softball fucking bullshit interview. And Bibi goes on to like, oh, when me and my wife get in bed and we're arguing over what cooking show to watch, we don't give a shit about the blood of the innocent Palestinian children. It was just so gross. So gross.
No, everything that guy said is bullshit, Cousin Vinny. And I wanted to ask Bibi, because he brought up, explosive devices. Wasn't Israel the one that packed all those cell phones and pagers?
Yeah, the cell phones and pagers a year ago.
That was courtesy of
blew
Israel.
Innocent people up.
Yep, that was courtesy of Israel. And this one is just a meme, and it's the old boss, new boss, same owner. And again, proved me wrong. I added this late today. This is... Do you know who this is?
Yeah, he is the vaccine coordinator for the CDC, or he was, I should say, right? Is that who it was?
Yeah, that's who I believe it to be. If somebody in the chat says it's not, I'm okay. I don't think that's AI. And isn't this the guy who isn't this the guy who trumpeted the new pandemic of monkeypox too? Didn't he say
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
Mastermind says Sarah Netanyahu doesn't need a bed. She already has a stable.
Jesus. Well said.
Bibi makes Hitler look like a choir boy, says Lawrence Fine. I agree.
Yeah, Lawrence, you're absolutely right. And here we've got this one. I thought I'd throw this in.
Oh, not Lex Freeman.
No, just give it a listen.
He's an Apex sellout.
Prime Minister of Israel shows so much disrespect towards the president of my country.
Oh, he never had any respect at all. Netanyahu here is mocking Bill Clinton, and he's mocking the American people for being essentially a bunch of grasshoppers, that he can do whatever he wants with us, including lie our fathers into sending their sons to die in his wars. In this video, he is no longer the prime minister. At a settler's house in the living room, he tells the boy, turn off the video camera. And the boy either fails to turn it off or he deliberately turns it right back on again. It's a bit unclear. But the video keeps rolling and Netanyahu keeps blabbing. And Netanyahu then ridicules us and says, let me tell you something about America, okay? America is a thing that is easily moved. 80% of them support us. It's absurd.
We brought that video.
I'm not afraid of Bill Clinton. Let me tell you what I did to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton said, yada, yada, Area C. I said, no problem, Bill. But then you know what I did? I made it where Area C is this huge military area, 2/3 of the West Bank. Ha ha ha.
How do you like that?
But isn't Lex all, I mean, he's a Ukrainian. He supports the Ukrainian fucking war. He's all for it, right?
Yeah, I brought that for Scott. I mean, that's all. I just brought it for Scott. You brought this. What is this?
The politics of is this is them refusing to say that there's a famine, that Palestinian children are starving. You know, this is DW. I followed this, what is it, documentary world or something. It's a good channel, but yeah, check this out.
I'm Phil Gale. Welcome to the program. Protesters in Israel are staging a day of disruption, blocking roads and mounting demonstrations as they call on the government to secure the return of hostages being held in Gaza. And this comes ahead of today's Security Cabinet meeting and follows yesterday's airstrike on a hospital in Khan Yunis. Officials in Gaza say the attack killed 20 people, including 5 journalists. Israel says it was targeting a Hamas surveillance camera in the area. While Gaza braces for a fresh ground assault by the IDF, civilians are struggling just to find something to eat. Despite official confirmation of a state of famine in parts of the territory, some continue to deny that people there are starving. Well, Jeremy Akonidik is president of Refugees International. Welcome to DW. Throughout this conflict, we have had aid agencies telling us about terrible and worsening conditions. We've had journalists in the territory providing photos and videos. Yet, what seems to be such an indisputable catastrophe is still a political issue with people denying that it's happening. How?
Well, the word famine has a lot of power, and it has a lot of historical power. So when that word is used, it is a stain on whoever is responsible for it. It also points to the need for a change in response and a ramping up of a relief effort. Well, right now, of course, the Israeli government does not want to be seen globally as responsible for a famine, and as they are about to launch or in the process of launching a ground assault into Gaza City, which was identified as the epicenter of where the famine was declared, the last thing that they seemingly want to do is put that on hold to allow a large-scale relief response. And so, they are pushing back furiously, calling this libelous, calling this anti-Semitic.
It's libelous and anti-Semitic
that this is an operation by the most technical experts that use the same criteria that they've used in other famine declarations in recent years, including the famine declaration last year for Darfur and Sudan.
Are they going to keep the press out of there even after they've
They keep killing them. They just said, 30 more got killed? I stand corrected, Nahilo. This is a German channel, and they're not that great. It seems like I thought they were a documentary.
I know who you're thinking of. And Becky, point to the U.S. Capitol, and she's pointing to Washington, D.C. Sorry, Becky, take a seat. Jennifer's pointing to Israel. Very good, Jennifer. That's
very good.
That's just such a simple way of pointing out what's going on. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
That hummingbird was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was.
The hummingbird on the last slide, that was pretty. Yeah, we have a new fresh deck today. Tonight, Oz, tell them all about your new fresh deck.
Yeah, we've got a new fresh deck, and it's kind of evolving. But Chanda and I got hit again with a rough week, so I didn't get to finish it, but it's getting there, and you're going to see more nice graphics and more animated graphics and more color and anything that uplifts this horrific crap that we bring you every week. At least you can be happy around the edges. So that's one of the reasons that we bring the music and the graphics and the funnies, because we don't want your cortisol to blow your brains out when you see some of these stories that we bring here. But it is, and I will forever say, this is a couple of hours every Saturday night that we have a show where you can at least take a breath and get your head above water. and it's not what
Try anyways.
Try to anyway. And a lot of our sisters and brothers bring such great work in the reporting in depth on issues.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We try and balance it with a little bit of a horror variety show. A horror
variety show.
Horror variety show. Anyway,
Well, speaking of that, so some protesters broke into Microsoft CEO's office and did a little sit-in this week in Seattle.
Right now, the president of Microsoft says the company is evaluating its security process after protesters stormed into his office.
7 people were arrested, including 2 current employees, as part of a sit-in over the company's ties to Israel. King 5's Jim Nelson joining us live from Redmond. So, Jim, how is Microsoft responding?
Well, Joyce, right now they're reviewing security footage to find out exactly how the group got into that 5th floor office. Microsoft President Brad Smith suggested that whatever it is they find will lead to some security changes. As for the sit-in, it was organized by a group called No Azure for Apartheid, a reference to a report earlier this month that the Israeli government has been using that program, which is Microsoft's cloud storage program. Protesters are asking Microsoft to cut all ties with Israel and publicly call for an end to what they refer to as genocide and forced starvation. Smith confirmed the company is looking into Israel's use of Azure. He also pointed out that the company has to honor certain contractual obligations in the Middle East. As for the protests, the company obviously felt they went too far.
Yeah, sorry, we have to honor our contracts with the Middle East. And yeah, we're going to keep using our cloud systems for, genocide and starvation and war.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just like that Turkey issue where they said they weren't going to do anything else with Israel. They're still doing it with the flights and everything else. They're all lying.
I remember covering that a couple of weeks ago.
We got a Fee Says here, and this is from the Israeli propaganda network. From fresh produce to candy and canned goods, Gaza City markets offer it all. See the real footage for yourself. Yes, there is food in Gaza. And Fiorella Isabella, Fee says, the fact that this is a platform pushes this disgusting Zionist Hasbara propaganda into the algorithm, while Israel starves half a dozen or more Palestinians to death daily and bomb hundreds of them, tells us who runs the shit in the U.S. media and the elite global sectors. And Fee is right on again, as usual. As usual.
I'm sure just like with anything, as long as you have money, you can get food in Gaza. But who has money if you've been bombed out of your house and you have the clothes on your back and that's it?
You're taking your life into your hands even if you have money there. It's got to be underground. You brought AOC. What's AOC going on?
Oh, this is a remember when. Remember when she said the Democrats would end this?
Is she doing a Cory Booker impression here?
No, I want to say this was at the convention last year.
Oh, shit.
And she is working tirelessly
oh my God.
to secure a ceasefire in Gaza and bringing hostages home.
Well,
hostages are just cannon fodder. That's all they are. They just keep using them whenever they need them, but they don't want them back because then they won't have them to tote out every time they need an excuse for this.
Yeah, that didn't age well, and it will continue not to age well. The same morons who believe the official story of October 7th still think the NORAD was outsmarted by a guy in a cave. I don't think so. I have to agree with that. Yeah, abso-frickin-lutely. Now, I brought this one because I want to refute what he says here. Trump on deploying the National Guard to Chicago. I have the right to do anything I want to do. I am the President of the United States. And I want to remind everybody that Richie Nixon said the same thing.
Yeah.
And he does not have the right to do anything he wants. And I don't know why all hell is not breaking loose over this. But just listen to this guy.
So I would have much more respect for Pritzker if he'd call me up and say, I have a problem, can you help me fix it? I would be so happy to do it. I don't love, not that I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. I'm the President of the United States. If I think our country's in danger, and it is in danger in these cities, I can do it. No problem going in and solving, his difficulties. But it would be nice if they'd call and they'd say, would you do it? And we.
It'd be nice if they just said thank you for locking fucking homeless people up. What, they knocked like 900 people up in D.C. in the last couple of weeks is what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. And what gets me are all the people cheering this action.
The liberals and the fucking conservatives who were supposed to be anti fucking police state that are now cheering on the police state. Yeah, that's what they do, right?
I want to read this on the side here. Why are things so expensive? 4 companies control 55 to 85% of the meat market. 4 airlines control 80% of air travel. 3 companies control 92% of the soda market. 3 companies control 73% of the cereal market. Why don't I hear about this? Because 6 companies control 90% of the news.
And 3 companies control all of those.
BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. Hey, everybody.
All the General Mills, all of those are owned.
Yeah, they're owned by those guys. They're owned by them. You wonder why that they want to go into Venezuela with their big battleship. Well, this is a breakdown of the countries with the largest proven oil reserves. Saudi Arabia, not so much. Venezuela, the biggest, 303.
Yeah, we've known that.
Iraq, 145. Iran and Venezuela, they're like plums on a plum tree.
I read an article about how the Venezuelan people are supporting the anti-Trump rhetoric. So that's good. I'm glad some country is.
No, that is good. That is good. Let me see here. You brought this Seattle Times, right? I'm going to let you.
Oh, so yeah, there's more to this too. I didn't even add to it. So this happened. You guys know the biggest fire that we have seen this year is called the Bear Gulch Fire. It is at my favorite lake where I grew up camping and, horse riding and everything. Anyways, so the firefighters have been out there fighting it since the 4th of July when it got started. And I showed up out there 2 days ago and started arresting and detaining the firefighters to deport them. And how did ICE find them? Well, they accessed our Washington State driver's license fucking data. And they should not be doing that. That's illegal.
Yes, it is illegal. Well, we are just about, I think we're about midway through the show, aren't we, Chanda? Are we there? Yeah.
I say I should go out there and fight this fucking fire.
I think you should too. Well, our new format, like I said, is where we bring a new artist or somebody unique out there. I'm not bringing covers of popular bands like Leonid and Friends and the Lexington Lab and stuff. I'm trying to bring like the Greystones and, the other kids that we've had on. But this week's kind of special because I wanted to do a dedication, and I wanted to do this dedication on behalf of everybody in our chat, everybody that follows our show, everybody that loves Chanda so much. I am dedicating this one to Chanda. This is one of the most hauntingly romantic covers of this song that I believe is ever made, and it's from a busker. I believe she's in Spain. So I hope you guys appreciate this as much as I do, because we love you, Chanda, and this is just one of the many ways that we're going to show you. Let me start it.
Thank you. The world was on fire, no one can save me but you. Strange what desire vague foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you, and I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. The world was on fire. No one can save me but you. Strange what desire make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. Nobody loves no one. Thank you.
Well, I got to tell
Wow.
you, yeah, she got 44,000 likes for that song, and it's
She
not
should
that
have.
much.
That was very
Yeah.
haunting, and that's a hard song. I've done karaoke, and that's a hard ass song.
Yeah, that's a hard one, but that's I just wanted to express once again, and I will continue to express it, how much we love you, Chanda, in this battle.
Thank you.
And on that being said, I brought in a special guest who probably has some words to say to you as well, and he's going to do our next segment.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! Who are these people?
Who are these
Hi, everybody.
people? Hi, everybody.
these
What's up,
people?
Andy?
What's
Oh
up?
my God! It's an honor to be here. To follow that, wow, that was amazing, beautiful, and I totally agree with Oz's sentiments. We all love you. You know, we've been standing with you, and we're going to continue to stand right behind you and alongside you. And you know, we did this once already, so we're just we're gonna do it again. That's all. We're gonna.
That's
keep
right.
kicking its
That's
ass.
right. Yeah, I'm not discouraged. I
No,
mean, I'm hurting and I'm tired, but I'm going to kick its ass again.
That's what we're gonna do. And everyone, that the GoFundMe link, I'm guessing, is in the description for tonight's thing. In basically every How Do We Miss That? Every week we talk about some of the friends that of ours that need help, and we always shout out, you know, you as well as some of the other family that's going through it. And you know, there's just sadly too many people that are out there struggling right now. And but again, you know, this is how we all help each other. This is mutually. This is the family that we built, and that we choose. And we love you.
Thank you so
and
much.
I
I'm
haven't
so
had
glad
too
you
many
stopped
co-hosts
by.
for How Do We Miss That? Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's
it's an
right.
honor. You know, Oz asked me to join. I'm like, hell yeah. I'd love to join the show, even for a few minutes. We were talking last night about this whole crazy story about this Wired magazine thing about dark money funding. He's like, why don't you come on and kind of tell us what's going on here? So
Yeah, tell us about it.
it's a crazy story. Now, what has happened now, so Taylor Lorenz, everybody knows who Taylor Lorenz is. She was a WAPO writer. She's not a lefty. She's not our friend. She's been working, as it turns out, for the Omidyar Network, paid under a fellowship $8,000 a month. She writes an article that, oh, look at all these people getting $8,000 a month from a dark money group on the left. And it's funded by this organization. What the heck is it called? Chorus. And Chorus is funded by the 1630 Fund, which is a dark money fund that also has transparent funding from Pierre Omidyar. So Omidyar is funding Taylor Lorenz. Omidyar is funding part of the 1630, which is then funneling money into Chorus. And the story goes is that Chorus is providing seed money to small creators. And it's like, yeah, they're not telling you necessarily what to say. It's because you already say what they want and you're basically doing their bidding for free. Now they're just going to pay you and bring you on board for the propaganda you've already been spewing. And this is the David Pakmans and the Olivia Giulianas and the Brian Tyler Cohens and the politics girl, Lee McGowan. I knew there was something up with her in 2023. I called her out. I'm like, you're part of Midas Touch Network, are you? Well, not really. And then I see her on CNN like less than a year later, right?
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
So now the shit libs have seized this narrative and been like, oh, well, Taylor Lorenz, she's a propagandist. She's terrible, so you can't believe anything she says. Well, I didn't say that what she wrote wasn't true, because it is true. Those people were getting funneled dark money through this 1630 fund through Chorus. That actually was a visible pipeline, and everybody knows it. But there was this other visible pipeline that was going on that was funneling to Taylor Lorenz. Why she would do this story, I have no idea, because it just outs her more than anyone. I don't get it.
Well,
and now what I have are people running around saying, oh, maybe she did, but she did a live stream. She admitted that she was taking dark money, that she was taking money from Omidyar through this legitimate LLC, but it's still Omidyar money. And if I was taking dark money, I would admit it. It was the funniest thing. I don't know if Oz brought the video as part of this little segment.
Yeah, it's the last one.
It's absolutely bonkers what's going on here. So look, they get the ad agency or whoever this is. Somebody is representing these guys and giving them a boilerplate tweet to put out, denying their involvement in all of this. Aaron Parnas is another one of these guys. He's literally the #1 news creator on Substack. So, okay, that's pretty interesting. How much of that was used to have him elevated both on TikTok and on Substack to get him to that #1 type of position? And again, David Pakman, we've all known about for years and been calling him out for his shit libbery and his simping for the Democrats and gaslighting the actual left, talking about force the vote. I saw a video today about him, making fun of Jill Stein even. Like, when he's on the take from this organization that is clearly funded by Democratic Party interests. That's not the Democrats funding him directly. I'm going to be clear right there. All right? This is the wealthy donors of the Democratic Party.
The mammies, yeah.
Yeah, the mainstream alternative media. We see them all over Rumble. They came in hard right at the end of COVID, right? Because they figured they couldn't get us on CNN and MSNBC anymore, so they scooped all these guys up.
And this is even a new breed that they've been kind of fostering in the 2023-2024 news cycle for the Democrats specifically. And so they had, and this article said that they were paying dozens through this Chorus organization. Some of them were probably legitimate, but a lot of them aligned with the talking points of the Democrats. And maybe some of them are a little critical of them on Palestine or on a certain issue. But for the most part, they all aligned in the same direction, which is why they got the funding in the first place, And it's dirty. It felt like employees of the same company ratting each other out, and it's like, let them fight type of thing, That was kind of how I saw this whole thing going.
I think you're absolutely right, and I told Chanda in the green room, we're not sticking up for David Pakman because he's dirty as the day is long. But
all these people are dirty.
I hope I cut this where you wanted me to cut it, Indy. You want me to play it now?
Well, yeah, let's do this. Now, allegedly, people are trying to deny that this is a true thing when Lorenz admitted that she's getting money from this thing. And we've seen the paper trail that goes from Omidyar to 1630 to Chorus directly. So I don't know what's in dispute here.
All right, let's see what I got here. I don't see it kick off. What the heck? Let me back up. Keep talking and let me see what happened here. 1 second.
I see the image there. So it starts at about 2 minutes when Taylor starts admitting that she works for this group. And then at about the 3-minute mark, Olivia Giuliana, who is posting a response video to Taylor Swift's TikTok, all right, she shows this graphic that she clearly made, but it showed clearly that Omidyar is the top of the pyramid, and that it goes to 2 different sources, but that Omidyar is the source for all of it. It's insane. But for some reason, there's a lot of people running out there saying, well, if you're attacking Taylor Lorenz as something, then you're helping the dark money people. So you must be on their side and doing their bidding. No. We're punching all of them. We're punching all of them. They're all on the tape.
I got it. Let's listen to it. That was quick. Give me a prize, Chanda.
You got a prize.
I am absolutely dumbfounded that your article was even published in the first place. When you submit a piece of content or a piece of writing to someone in an editorial manner, they go through a rigorous fact-checking process. So the fact that your article, which was riddled with factual inaccuracies, was published in the first place is mind-boggling to me. And you're also trying to convince people that the problem here is accepting dark money and that there is a lack of disclosure. Well, Taylor, once again, you're either a liar, a hypocrite, misinformed, bad at your job, or maybe a combination of all of those. You yourself have received funding from Omidyar through their Reporters in Residence program.
But I am in a reporting fellowship that is an LLC that is completely separate from even the organization, the nonprofit organization of the Omidyar Network.
1630 Fund is a fiscal sponsor. It is a larger charity that houses smaller charities for the sake of logistics and operations.
The LLC that I'm part of has not accepted any money from the 1630 Fund.
You, Taylor, receive money for independent journalism infrastructure building from the Omidyar Network. Whether you're accepting it from the nonprofit or from an LLC, you are still accepting money from the same funding pool.
It's not political, it's nonpartisan, and I'm being paid as part of a reporting fellowship. It has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah, Taylor, so are we, because Chorus is a non-partisan, non-profit. It is not an entity of the Democratic Party. You are in the same structured program.
Truly, no one's paying. I'm not taking money from any dark money group. I'm just not. And if I ever did, I would tell you.
You go to your Substack, there's no disclosure that you have had any kind of operational or seed funding for your independent journalism pursuits. Which is how I know that you know the difference between being paid for content and being paid to grow your own independent infrastructure. If you were following your own ethical guidelines that you put on all of us, you would have a disclosure on your Substack, and yet you don't.
There you go. You have the floor, Indy.
The kids are fighting.
Okay, so she's not totally right here, and I think that there's some misinformation on her side. That article was not riddled with misinformation and lies. No, it was accurate, and it made your bosses very mad, Olivia. Sorry to hear that. And it exposed you for the money that you were getting. That wasn't publicly disclosed beforehand, and it's not connected directly to the Democratic Party. Like I said, nobody ever said the Democrats are funding them. It's the Democrats' donors that are funding them, because they say the things that Democrats want them to say. say. They don't have to tell them what to say because they've already vetted them to know that that's what they're going to say now anyway. That's my take.
That's your take.
Sounds like a good take, Andy, and I appreciate you coming on and giving us your take. And yeah, you're special. We appreciate having you and very few others on Beauty and the Boomer. We not normally have guests, but you are always welcome in the house. You want to tell everybody where they can find you and go listen to you and get the love. And I will add, Indy is one of the hardest working people in independent media today.
Agreed.
I don't care what anybody says. I've been following this guy for years. He busts his ass and puts every drop of blood, sweat, and tears into his work on multiple platforms, Substack, all the rest.
You should be following the INN.
You should be absolutely
information up to date.
Support Indie Media.
Thank you.
And the new website is Indie Media Now or News.
No, Indie News Now is the new one.
Indie News
Indie
Now.
News Now is like an aggregator. It's got everybody's stuff in it. And then Indie Media Today is my Substack. And then INN Newsletter is for the entire network, and that showcases everybody. We had 35 pieces of content on Friday that I put out.
I love it.
Between clips and live streams and articles written. It's a family effort and a team effort. It's far from just me. And what we do is we support the independents that are getting it right and are user self-funded and aren't taking dark money from people like the 1630 Fund and the Open Your Network.
And we definitely.
And again, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I just want to say, Indy, thank you for your
show and love the crowd.
You have been so supportive of me. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate it. You're always popping up, sharing my stuff. I much love and much love to everybody over at INN. Give Reef and Colin my love.
And you do not have a show tomorrow night, or do you have a show tomorrow night?
I think what we're going to do is we're going to do boats smashing into other boats, uncensored, only Rumble, no YouTube at 10 o'clock. Normally it would be How Do We Miss That? But it's Labor Day weekend and I don't feel like curating a show. So it's our 4th anniversary. So I'm taking the weekend off from that.
Oh, happy
and we'll just do boats and then we'll be back next Sunday.
And Chanda,
thank you.
Indy tells me you're going to be on with him in the not too distant
Yes,
future.
yes, we're going to do a sit down. We're working on it. I kind of got sidetracked now that I got to do more radiation and chemo and all of that, but we're going to figure it out. We are.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah,
Indy?
yeah, I got the kids back to school, so one-on-ones.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I love doing the one-on-ones. You got Descent in Bloom is in the chat now. I did a few with her this summer. They were great. Check that out. That's over at INNnewsletter.com.
Love it.
Thanks, everyone.
Love it. Thanks, Indy. You have a great one. And thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for the invite. See you, everyone.
That was a fun surprise. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I always want to give Indy support because he's been supportive of us, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, what is this? Did you bring this? What is this?
This is one of the first homeless camps in the country to decide to sue the city, and this is in San Diego because they're eating maggots and being attacked by rats constantly.
Eats the bugs.
Eats the bug.
There are claims of rodent infestation, inadequate sanitation and security, lack of adequate shelter, and a starvation diet of poor quality food.
CBS 8's Alex Cheney is live in Balboa Park with more on this lawsuit. Alex.
Yeah, that's right. And this is the lawsuit. It's 49 pages describing all the unsafe living conditions here at the B-Lot camp near Balboa Park. I spoke with the lead attorney of the lawsuit today, who told me that they're going to be seeking punitive damages from the city of San Diego.
Every day.
Tim Allen says he sees rats running around every day in one of the city's safe sleeping camps where he's been living for nearly 2 years.
When they brought the new camps, they pulled up my plank, and there was about 20 rats ran out in a big old nest. It was under my tent, under my floor.
The 8 plaintiffs listed in the lawsuit appeared today, along with photos of inside the camps showing the rats and what they claim is maggot-infested food served in the camp. The lawsuit Monday in San Diego federal court seeks a court-ordered remedy for inaccessible and inhumane conditions at the 2 safe sleeping lots O and B near Balboa Park. The lawsuit named the city of San Diego as a defendant, along with Dreams for Change and the Downtown San Diego Partnership, which help operate the lots.
They're getting worse than if they were living in their own tents on under the freeway.
The city
Yeah, I
And
believe
how
it.
much money do these organizations get? You know, the millions and billions that have disappeared that go to helping the homeless. But don't worry, Trump will round you up and put you in a freaking jail where you can get chewed on by rats and eat maggot, infested food there.
Well, we're in progress of that right now. You brought
Yeah.
a News Nation, Shanda? What's this?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'll pull the lever.
I think it's Good Morning America.
Well, the United
Oh,
States
it's
may
Morning
be the
America.
world's top superpower and one of the world's most developed countries, but a shocking health crisis is generating.
Oh, you wanted to say something?
This is the infant mortality rate is worse than third world country in America now. One guess what's causing it.
Comparisons between one state and a literal war zone. Mississippi has declared a public health emergency over its infant mortality rate, which is, get this, even higher than that of war-torn Ukraine. And it
Oh
has
my
people
God.
asking why so many babies are dying in Mississippi and what can be done to save them. News Nation's Xavier Walton has the details. I mean, Xavier, how is this even possible in 2025? What's happening in Mississippi?
Marky, that's a great question, and honestly, that's what health experts there are trying to figure out. Ultimately, this is a tough topic that hits close to home for you and also new and expecting mothers across the country. Should mention, the U.S. has made great progress over the past 40 years, but that's as a nation as a whole. Kind of the infant mortality rate nearly in half, from 10.9% in 1983 down to 5.6 in 2023, the most recent year data available. But that success isn't the same across all 50 states. In fact, 20 states saw more than 6 infants die out of every 1,000 born. That's higher than the national average, and infant deaths have gotten so bad in Mississippi in particular, the state declared an infant mortality rate public emergency. According to the state's health department, the state had 9.7 infant deaths per 1,000 live births last year. It's the highest
Almost
infant
10
mortality
babies
rate
out
in more
of
than a
1,000
decade.
are
And what's the
dying.
most staggering, the infant mortality rate for Black children in Mississippi up to 15.2, nearly 3 points higher than the year before, and it's the highest level in years for other non-Hispanic children of color. The infant mortality rate better, but still, more than double the national average at 12.3 infant deaths per 1,000 live births. It's at 6.3 for Hispanic children, and nearly in line with the national average for white infants at 5.8. Put it simply, Marky, more than 3,500 infants have died in Mississippi before their first birthday. When is this going to stop? When are we going to stop sending billions and billions all over the world to kill people and start taking care of the people in this country? We're doomed.
Right?
We are goddamn
Isn't this insane?
doomed.
Third
We
world
are
country.
doomed.
We're living, we're living there, our shithole.
We are graced with Linda has a yum yum for us tonight. Yum yum. Linda busts her ass. She works equally as hard as anybody. She reminds me of Indy on how hard she works.
I
on
know,
stuff. And these
right?
yum yums, she just kills it with these.
I love
yum
this
yums.
one. This is a great one.
And this is fantastic. And she's doing them. She's trying to do them monthly. So this is the one for August. Check it out. It's awesome.
Yum yum. Brought to you by B&B.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up.
Eating is fundamental. It's August, y'all. In the U.S., it's harvest time when we enjoy the fruits and vegetables of our months-long labor over whatever unnaturally hybrided version of produce the self-appointed gods at Bayer allow us to grow. Bayer's deal for the acquisition of Monsanto was finalized on June 7, 2018. It's also time to visit our state or county fairs and pay premium prices to pig out on deep-fried something on a stick. Although our food supply is kind of a toilet, if you don't think about it, you can enjoy the 15 national days devoted to specific foods. Enjoy the whole month for that matter, as August has made 31 days available for 7 different foods. If you live in the southern United States, you might already know that August is National Catfish Month and Peach Month. It's the home of Family Meals Month and National Goat Cheese Month, too. Then it gets stupid by including National Dippin' Dots Month. Dippin' Dots isn't food. It's what happens to food when you apply liquid nitrogen to it. Super cool to watch, though. FYI, Dippin' Dots already has a day in July, which is more than it deserves. Its spot should be given to funnel cake. What's more, August than funnel cake? One last August debate. It's not so dual role as National Panini Month and Sandwich Month. I mean, a panini is a sandwich, right? One day is plenty for one sandwich, honestly. You'll get no argument from me that sandwiches as a food in general warrant a whole month, though, and maybe even a whole season. Hashtag, sometimes hot dogs are sandwiches. Hashtag, support your local farmers markets, y'all.
Linda, you just knock it out of the park every single time.
That was amazing.
So
you look at Linda and she's so quiet, and here she is, just this hardcore metal chick. I love it.
I do.
Made me hungry too.
Linda's
I want that
fantastic.
panini. That panini looked good. What was it? A sausage panini?
Oh, that's just—it's so terrible for you and I. You know what? I can't eat anything anymore.
But I still love it.
Gruel. What do you got here?
This is from one of my local food banks. The Port Angeles Food Bank is a barrier for free food. We don't ask for ID. We don't ask for proof of income. There is no paperwork. If you need food, you get food. That is it. The approach is rooted in dignity, compassion, efficiency. But we also know that some people wonder, how do you make such resources that aren't abused? Is this sustainable? Why not just add a few requirements? Let's talk about it. Yeah, no requirements, bullshit. If you need food, you should be able to go to a food bank. I mean, the fact that you're standing in a fucking food bank line means you need food. Nobody wants to stand in a fucking food bank line, right?
What are they afraid of? Are they afraid of some rich assholes going to come down there in their Cadillac and get something?
What are they going to get? 2? I mean, my food bank will ask you, how many families are you picking up for? You can lie. You can say 5. They'll give you 5 families worth of food. Yeah, but you're getting basic staples. So what are you going to do with 20 pounds of rice or, a salmon fillet? But I'm thankful for the things that we get from our food bank. And I don't know how many times in my life I've relied on the food bank. Thousands of times in my life. And I'm going to continue to. So please, don't be ashamed out there. If you need to go get in a food bank line, just do it. I mean, times are tough. And if you can save yourself some money.
Speaking of that, we have a glut of tomatoes, and we have access to a bunch of Italian plums. I'm just going to have Joey load it up in boxes. We're going to take it to the food bank on Monday.
Very good.
So that's
now's a good time to visit your local food bank, because a lot of the farmers are donating their overgrow. You get a lot of good stuff. So
yeah, they do. I got a farmer up in Bellingham's been doing it for years. He's a saint for what he's donated to the food bank. Now, Costco changed their chicken container that you bought the cheap chicken in, a while back. It used to be.
I hate those things. Everybody loves those rotisserie chickens. I hate them.
Yeah, I know, but they're there. But they changed them to a plastic bag, which I think.
Yeah, it's a bag that leaks juice.
Some way worse. But after watching this, I've changed my opinion. Tell me what you think after you watch it.
We love convenience, but see the black plastic? We're going to talk all about black plastics because it's really dangerous. Black plastics are made from recycled electronics, and because of that, they have flame retardants in them that are carcinogen to the human body. We don't want that. It also has BPAs, which is really bad for endocrine disruption. Stay away from that. Make your own. Use your air fryer and make your own rotisserie chicken. So here is the example of what those takeout containers with the black plastic is that you want to avoid. This is something you'd get from a takeout restaurant when you're bringing food home. Try to not use anything with black plastic because it's just dangerous for your body.
Yeah, no, we've covered this before, and it is like when you order Chinese takeout, it all comes in black plastic now.
Well, she lost me at air fryer because those are becoming toxic too. They're finding out.
I can smell that mine's toxic, and I don't use mine very often, but they are fucking convenient. I will tell you.
Now, this is I ran across some rich person who is basically poisoning themselves. This is what
obviously if they can afford Oreos.
They stock their refrigerator up, and this is what it looks like. Oh my
Hey,
God.
let's watch one more video. A $4,000 weekly refill for your fridge. 4,000 USD.
4,000 bucks.
That's like 183,000 AUD. What the fuck are you putting in this fridge?
crap.
Wait, you have time to clean your fridge every week? Is that a labeling machine? What the hell is this? How many people live in this house? At best, most people's
This
fridges
is
look
for
like this.
clicks.
Sad. Yeah, sad. Sad
Yeah,
milk,
this is for clicks.
sad condiments, sad ice trays, sad
people
bag
that
of
do this
frozen
shit.
veggies, just sadness.
Usually he's pretty good, but this
The Kardashians do this. So then a whole bunch of influencers started doing it. Everything's got a place and everything's got to be perfect in their fridge. And
it's like
yeah,
I said,
whatever.
$4,000. You couldn't get $4,000 in that.
There's
fridge.
stuff
Even
growing in the back of my fridge from 3 fucking weeks ago. It probably
Yeah.
has a thicker beard than you.
It probably looks like what I got between my toes. Anyway, we had a little problem here this last week.
I know.
And if you like to buy shrimp, you might give it a second thought.
Now to the FDA expanding its recall of shrimp potentially contaminated with radioactive material. Sam is here with the details. Hey, Sam.
Hey, good morning. So we were just sitting here earlier this week, George and I, talking about, and with you, a shipment of radioactive shrimp that was caught before it made it to the shelves, where there's more. Frozen shrimp from a second company now recalled due to a possible contamination from a radioactive material called cesium-137, which, as we told you earlier this week, is mostly found in areas that have had nuclear testing or a nuclear accident. The brands being recalled are Sandbar, Arctic Shores, Best Yet, Great American, and First Street. That's a lot of brands. They include both raw and cooked shrimp.
And Great
They were sold
Value,
in
right?
9 states between July 17th and August
Washington
8th.
State.
Now, the FDA says people
Yeah.
who have this shrimp should either throw it away or return it to the store for a full refund.
Return it.
Now, this comes just a few days after the FDA recalled that frozen uncooked shrimp we had mentioned earlier, sold at Walmart under a brand name Great
I've
Value.
never trusted
Now,
the
one
Walmart shrimp. For
one
$5,
shipment of shrimp
come
from a
on.
company in Indonesia had
You know you're
tested
getting
positive for
Fukushima shrimp.
cesium-137, the same thing. So the FDA says the level of radioactivity would not pose a health threat, but repeated, if you just ate it once, but repeated exposure to even low doses of cesium-137 could raise cancer risks.
And we wonder why we're
The
getting
agency
cancer.
says so far there have been no reports of anyone getting sick from eating any of the shrimp. But
No,
there's a
'cause it
lot of
needs
products.
time to build
so for
up
the full
and kill
products
you.
list,
Yeah.
at goodmorningamerica.com, we've got it all there for you so you know exactly what to check.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, exactly what to check. We're just so fucked. We are fucked. Anyway, Shanda, you brought this meme here. I thought that was really cool. I just ate some of them scrimps from DA Walmart.
Them shrimps from Walmart.
Them shrimps from
Hi.
Walmart.
We want to say
Oh, my
hi
God.
to everybody.
But what was crazy about that was that we what's that one's name? That's not that Hellcat you got from
No,
me.
this is my Eden. She's my baby. She sleeps with her mama every night. I had 3 cats on me the other night because they all knew I was in a lot of pain, and the cats always come to comfort me. I was pinned down, man.
It's a nice sense they have. What did you
They
bring
do.
here? What is this?
Bill Gates meets with Trump at the White House this week. So this is this is it. Trump is finally setting him up. Bullshit. Breaking chemicals found in Bill Gates's funded appeal coding now linked to most aggressive cancer. Texas just became the 7th American state to officially ban the lab-grown meat, joining Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Montana, Nebraska, and Indiana. And none of the smart states. That's weird.
Well, Bill will make it up in Africa somehow. You know, that's how he rolls.
Right.
That's how he rolls. Anyway, I thought I'd brighten your evening a little bit more. The 9 most cancer-causing items in your home. Now, I want everybody to put a number in the chat that has how many of each of these items. Plastic containers, nonstick
1,
cookware, aluminum
2,
foil,
3,
refined oil,
4,
plastic butter, canned food, scented
7,
candle, plastic chopping board, and ultra-processed food. How many do you have in your house?
all 9.
Oh my God, Chanda.
I know. Well, I can't help it. Our well went out. Our pump went out. So they dropped off plastic water bottles. I always keep just a little bit of refined oil. I don't really cook with refined oil, but I use a little bit to coat my cast iron. But I do have a couple of non-sticks. Of course, I have plastic containers. I switched from the plastic cutting board to the bamboo cutting board, but the plastic one's smaller, so it's easier to grab and use. And I love scented candles and canned food. That's all the food bank gives you. So,
El Barto, there's not 11. There's only 9 on
yeah, I have all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Kate's got 2. Salty 3 to 4. Sean the Accord Lord 8 billion. Well, might as well.
I don't know.
Nilo Nostrum 6. Dude, I have all those. You and Shanda bad cookies, and Lawrence Fine 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Crazy puppet. I don't eat
That's
freshwater
right.
fish.
Yeah.
Simply the fact that there is no longer fresh water out there. You are absolutely right.
Or saltwater, because all that shit's pen raised. All that shit you're buying at Costco is they live in their own shit. I mean, they're not healthy.
The shrimp that they get from Indonesia and stuff, they over inoculate them, and they're swimming in shit. So. Chris Algera, 5, I think. Kemshari K, 2. John H, a couple, but only used 2. Wesley Donison, all. And
hey, Grandma
Anthony,
used aluminum
9.
foil on everything. So
Natalie's got 4. Vicky's got 2. I have. Can you guess how many we have? Now remember who I'm married to.
I know, probably none.
1.
Aluminum foil.
That aluminum foil. That's the only one we got. Because we got rid of everything else, and I have to. There's a caveat to that. We still have canned food in the pantry, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to give it to the food bank and poison those poor people.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you get around it. Like, have you seen those videos? I think I brought them, where you go to grab an apple and oh my God, there's wax on here. I got to wash the poison off, and then you grab the cutting board and it's plastic. It's just like everything you touch, everything you eat, everything is contaminated.
Yeah.
Everything is cancerous. I don't know. You're not living in this universe if you're not being exposed at some level.
It's culling the herd, is what it is. What do you have here? You brought the orca.
This is kind of an uplifting story about 2 killer whales that decided they don't like sharks anymore.
Uh-oh.
Well, they like shark liver.
I'd like you to meet Port and Starboard, the 2 most feared orcas in the ocean. Since 2017, they have been repeatedly documented attacking sharks any chance they get, most of which being great white sharks. And they're not normal attacks. What they do is they go and they flip the shark over, which puts it into a state of paralysis, and then they rip its liver out and eat it. In fact, they were even documented taking out 17 sharks in 24 hours. It's gotten so bad that in those areas, shark sightings have reduced to nearly 0. And scientists don't even know why they're doing it. It could be because they like the nutrients in liver, or it could be because they lost a baby to sharks, and now they're taking revenge. Regardless, it just goes to show why they're the top of the food chain.
I love it.
Can we send them to Congress? Just to
I
speak in front
love
of
it.
Congress?
I love it. They have a very, very good memory. I have a feeling that it's vengeance is why they're doing it.
Probably is. Did you hear about this, Shanda? Next week, and it happened Thursday, with Veshi and Rui. How do you pronounce her name? I don't know. Stephanie Rui. Live on YouTube on September 4th. That'll be next week. To answer your questions and take a look at the major stories at the intersection of business, politics, and the economy. Email us your video questions today at whatever. Now tell me something, Shanda.
They can't get you to watch on MSNBC, so they're going to take over YouTube land.
They're going to.
You'd rather have a root canal. Andy says he'd rather have a root canal.
Oh God, I'd rather have an ice pick stuck in my neck. This is, and they're still wearing the MSNBC logo up there. That's going to go away real soon. But I'm telling you guys right now, they are going to inflate the views and the likes on that thing.
Oh God, yeah.
Like there's no tomorrow. I would be surprised if they had live viewers. If they had 500, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
But they're going to inflate it. Believe me. They're going.
They always inflate the mainstream alternative or mainstream shit when they come over, right?
They are
CNN,
dying
News
on the
News Network.
this logo down. This is the new company, and I think they rented an old folks dance hall room to do the studio now. But it's called My Source News, Opinion, and World. That's the shittiest looking logo and the stupidest looking name I've ever seen for something like this. So I don't know. It looks like they're losing some money on their designs.
Well, this is their final grasp before they completely shutter them, right? I mean, nobody's
done.
watching this
They're
shit
done.
except for doctors' offices and airports.
Yeah, they're done. They have to be done. What do you got here? Peace sign.
The birds are migrating early. Check this out. This is actual radar. They can catch them on radar. They're so thick when they migrate. I've been hearing the honkers, the Canadian geese, go by every morning.
Why are they migrating early?
Climate change, so they say.
Oh, okay. Climate change. Wow. Anyway, it's that time. And what time is that, Chanda?
Hollywood, go fuck yourself.
I like that. I like that. So now you're going to have to explain a couple of these to me. Now, I get the Sophia Loren, and I believe that's Jeannie. That's Barbara Eden, right?
That's Barbara Eden.
And Sophia Loren's 90th birthday.
Okay, so Barbara Eden's 94.
Yeah.
She came out for a doctor's appointment this last week, and they caught pictures of her. She looks damn good for 94, don't you think? I know you have a great affection for Jeannie.
I do too. I really do. I grew up with Barbara Eden, and back when their first show aired, and I can't remember if it was 64. I think it was 64. Maybe earlier, but I just adored that, and that's what molded me as far as being imaginative and things, because you had Jeannie.
You went as Jeannie for Halloween one year, didn't you?
Yeah, I had the Jeannie outfit, but that and Bewitched, I would say that culture, those two shows molded me the most in certain ways on how I am. Now, this is not going to surprise you at all. Not so long ago, Russell Brand was a socialist icon preaching global revolution and the redistribution of wealth and power to the masses. Today, he is a born-again Christian who endorses Donald Trump and has a headline event at the Republicans' National Convention and Turning Point USA. Whoa! Where once he preached eco-socialism, anti-racism, and described Israel as a terrorist state, he now attacks Greta Thunberg, Bob Viola, and other prominent Israeli critics, all while hobnobbing with the same racist politicians he once warned the public not to follow. What explains Brand's dramatic shift? Mint Press explores the political evolution of the comedian, host, and self-appointed thought leader. And you know exactly why.
This isn't fucking rocket science. We know exactly why he fucking did what he did. It's because there was SA accusations. And he actually he was arrested for them, right? He's facing trial on some of these charges. So of course he wanted to go get protected by the Republicans. And it's funny, I was scrolling yesterday, and I'm so used to seeing Russell Brand in my feed, right? Over the years, I thought, isn't it weird I never see Russell Brand in my feed anymore?
I blocked him on every goddamn platform.
Yeah,
we used to bring Rusty Rockets because he was speaking the gospel of the
he
people.
Used to be kind of socialist, but yeah, whatever. The Diddy connection, touche, Natalie, absolutely.
Absolutely. Could he possibly have visited Epstein Island as well?
Oh, hell yeah. I absolutely believe he went to Epstein Island, for sure.
You're going to have to help me out here. Who are these two gals?
That is Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande.
No.
So people are convinced that this is AI. It may be touched up by a little bit of AI, but no. This is the new look in Hollywood. It's this no eyebrow, blonde eyebrowed, buccal fat removal. So for everybody telling me this is AI, it may be a little bit AI, but this is the new look. Have you seen what Jenna Ortega looks like? Wednesday?
Yeah, Jenna Ortega got that too. Yeah, she had the cheek
She looks
thing.
like shit. Yeah, they all look terrible.
She had these natural sacs in your cheeks removed. You cannot put them back. You can't put them back.
I need it since I've got prednisone cheeks right now.
Yeah, well, you always look great. So, but anyway, yeah, these are AI contrived, and they're not the kind of AI you guys might think. They're the Photoshop, the new Photoshop AIs.
Yeah.
That's what they're using that for. So, And that's my
Well, it's
opinion.
their new Gucci campaign too, and of
Yeah.
course the second Wicked is getting ready to roll out, so we're gonna see a lot more Ariana Grande.
Whatever. You brought this, and I brought the
It finally happened. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. And Travis Kelce says he'll write his own wedding vows as soon as he learns how to spell the word psyched. And I've been marked safe from carrying that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged today.
Crazy Puppet got a super chat over there from Crazy Puppet. Did you notice how Mossad stopped throwing anti-Semit around? Mostly they just target Hamas cameras. You know what? I didn't know that. I thought they were still throwing anti-Semite around. Crazy Puppet.
A little bit. Well, the media does. I don't know so much about They have a little bit. So, I see somebody talking about Ozempic. So, Ozempic face. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Ozempic. So, my partner, Cold Fusion, he is a type 2 or type 1 diabetic, and they keep telling him he's a type 2. So, you can't take Ozempic if you're a type 1. If you're type 2, that's who it's marketed for. That's who it was made for. It's marketed for rich people. Anyways, he gets prescribed it as this miracle drug from his doctor, telling him, if you take this, you won't have to take insulin anymore. You'll save hundreds of dollars. You won't have to poke yourself multiple times a week, whatever. So we fight his insurance for a month to get it approved. I finally go pick it up last Thursday, and I'm heading out of town. I tell him, why don't you wait till I get home on Monday to try that in case you have some kind of reaction to it? He doesn't think anything of it. He takes it just like his insulin. Friday, he was so sick I had to call him an ambulance from out in Nia Bay with Amber to come pick him up and take him to the ICU. Be very careful if you get prescribed this shit. I mean, oh my God, it almost killed him. It gave him acute kidney failure.
Wow. Glad he's okay.
Yeah. He's okay, but man, that shit is dangerous.
Don't do the Ozempic, everybody.
Don't
It's got
do
some
the Ozempic.
bad... You brought this, Stevie.
Let's see. California issues commercial driver's license to Stevie Wonder. Well, why not? Why not?
Why not? And this is Ayub, now 27, was crowned Miss Palestine back in 2022.
She's beautiful.
She is. And as Palestine endures heartbreak, especially in Gaza, I carry the voice of the people and refuse to be silenced. I represent every Palestinian woman and child whose strength needs us, Abu added. She's going to be in the Miss Universe pageant, so that's
good.
fantastic.
Oh, good.
Pretty fantastic.
I snort Ozempic, you pussies.
Sean. Yeah, that is good. That is good.
Funny.
Palestine for peace. This is good on the world stage.
No,
Miss
I love
Universe.
it. It's
yeah,
good.
I'm thrilled to death. I don't know when that is. I should have looked that up.
Is Trump still hosting it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's got my vote. I agree. She's definitely got my vote. She's beautiful.
She's got my vote too. I don't know what this is. What did I do? Oh, this I can't do this.
Okay, don't do it then.
This I'll fly it over here anyway. This is a private equity clip that I haven't gotten to yet, but I asked our very good friend Jackie Jacks for her input, and I've got a few other people I'm going to ask. But private equity is buying all the hospitals and veterinary clinics and anything they can get their hands on.
Yeah.
And they're destroying them. They are destroying them. I'm trying to put together...
They've turned veterinarian medicine into healthcare. It's all about how much big pharma they can shove down your pet's throat, how much they can charge you for hospital visits. Yeah, exactly.
Euthanasia, all that.
Yeah, they've turned it into big healthcare. But
so if I can get up the juice, I'll be working on this on the regular because private equity is not going away. And I will just say, to quote Happy Gilmore's mom, private equity is the devil. And by the way, I can't stand Adam Sandler.
That's the Water Boys mom.
The Water Boys mom.
Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. And
Did you watch the second Billy Madison? I watched it. I don't know.
I turned it off.
I'm just so over Adam Sandler. He was funny 30 years ago.
Yeah,
he's just not funny anymore.
He's done. I did the how do you like my stoner corner
I like
this week?
it. Good job.
Wheaties, and there's Snoop Dogg on the front of Weebies. Cannabis kills pain, opiates kill people. I agree. When they found out he wasn't made of straw, oh my gosh! And this is fried spinach. This fried spinach was successful. My family loved it, and they can't stop smiling. I'm such a great cook. I agree with that. And behold, the one and only commandment: real stoners don't flex how much they smoke.
That's
and
right.
dropped your bowl on the floor and covered it with a vacuum to clean the sock to get it all back. I've done that. I've done that
too.
And I had a lighter kind of like that.
I think Tally turned officially 20 or 30 years old, something like that this month.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, South Park's been around forever.
Forever. It's kind of like The Simpsons, right? Forever. They just won't go away. And we are in Meme Alley. We're about out of here, but stick around for that outro, you guys, if you like some good songs. When your mom gives you cake for your birthday and still insults you. I thought that was so cute. That's a great idea. And America feels like a subscription service that keeps raising price and removing the features. And there's a real asshole.
Fuck off, Netflix.
That's a real asshole. Yeah, everything's going up. I just got a notice today that one of my apps is going up by $3 a month. And that's just too much. When you grew up listening to the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Queen, and Pink Floyd, it's hard to get excited about artists like Justin Bieber, Kanye West, and Drake. I agree.
Right.
And I've been through the desert on a horse with no name, and the horse says, "It's Frank, and you fucking know it." And I gotta give it to that horse. He's right on. Now you brought this one.
The baby has red hair. Then that don't mean shit, Wendy. That's funny.
Anyway, ruin Halloween with chocolate-covered Brussels sprouts. Works every time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and stupid, we should be scared shitless of. When someone starts telling you a story and you already know they're full of shit, I love that expression. Look behind you, but don't make it obvious. I love that too. That's from The Exorcist. No, try not to make it obvious. And you're gonna like this one, Chanda. That's a scratching post, by the way, and it's a cat doing a pole dance. And I would imagine that Trouble uses that once in a while, right? And we've got How to Escape the Matrix and Just Take That Sledgehammer to the TV or Not. And Banshee, one of the most violent, enjoyable series that I
liked Banshee. It was great.
It was really good. Had a great time with that. Can you read that super chat?
Super chat. Crazy Puppet says, so some countries recognize Palestine, some for quite some time, like Russian Federation. So when Palestine reports UN tracker stats, those stats are represented in countries that don't recognize are shown as
Israel's. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That's how it works. That's how it works. But history is not going to be written by the victors in this case, in my opinion.
Hell no.
Because the whole world hates the United States.
The whole world sees it. They can try to change the history of this, but the kids are going to remember. The millennials, the Gen Zers, they're going to remember.
They are. Anyway, back to the memes. Stupid cutting board. It's the third time it brought my chicken back to life. And we've got my favorite part of fall is when the mosquitoes go back to hell. I can relate to that. Before we work on artificial intelligence, why don't we do something about natural stupidity? And when the bar owner has a sense of humor, and I think I've been at a bar like that, and the heat in the South is getting crazy because they've got the snowplows scooping up the popcorn. And I baked some shut the fuck up cakes, and that's Little Debbie.
Some shut the fuck up cakes. That's funny. We have a heat wave coming next week. Did you see?
Yes, for a couple of days.
What the fuck? Go away, summer. Go away.
And yes, I had a bike. It wasn't a Stingray. I was jealous of all my friends, but I had a Schwinn Tornado, and it was more of a conventional one. But I survived free-range parenting. I didn't have a helmet, and I got on the ramp, everything else. Yep. Scientists should stop analyzing animal intelligence and start studying human stupidity. I have a question. Who is the girl on the roller skates there? Is that...
Oh, wasn't she on Three's Company?
No. That's not Elle McPherson, is it? Not Christy
No,
Brinkley.
it's way before. It's way before all of this.
Yeah, you
This
come
is
a
the
long way,
70s.
baby. Chat, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is on the roller skates? Cheryl Teagues, maybe?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Linda and I couldn't figure it out. We tried. Anyway, put her name in the chat.
Maybe
so I
she's
don't
a
lose-
no-name. No, it's
No.
not Cheryl Teagues. It looks a little bit like Aaron Gray. I agree, Bad Copy. It does look a little like Aaron
It's
Gray.
not
but I
Aaron
don't
Gray.
believe
I
it's
know
her.
Aaron
Yeah.
Gray. I
Me too,
somebody
me
look
too.
it up. And if it is Aaron
I
Gray,
wanted her to
will
be
mea
my mom
culpa.
when I was a kid.
It is. It is time for Remember When, and then we're out of here. And
Remember
this
when?
week, Remember When, we got to remember that we missed it by that much. Get smart. Don Adams passed away at 97. Holy
Hell of a
shit.
run. Hell of a
Jesus
run. Oh
Christ.
my gosh. Great.
I love that show.
It's all
when I
those
was a
gadgets
kid.
that got him
It
through.
was, yeah, that shoe phone was fantastic.
Yeah.
And here we go. Welcome, Cracker.
The Cracker Barrel. Well, the Cracker Barrel decided to go woke, and then they went broke, and so now they brought back the logo. So we're down to only one Cracker left now, and we must protect him and his dog at all costs. Yeah, let's protect the Cracker Jack, please.
I like the Shai Halud from Dune.
I
in
know.
there. That's a good one
I
for
moved
that.
it down here. I thought it
Now
was
tell me if you didn't do this, Shanda. Admit it. You totally did this. Those
Are you kidding?
bugles.
That's what's on my nails right now. I got bugles taped to them.
Yeah, that is true. And I just wanted to point out, I had one of these Kenner's. Kenner was a toy company. I don't know when they went out of business. Power sub.
Yeah.
And in this sub, you take a tablet and put it in the sub and screw the catch down, and that tablet would dissolve, so it would dive and it would come back up. I thought that was the coolest thing.
It probably can make it down to the Titanic without imploding. I hear another billionaire's on his way down there, dumb fuckers.
Okay, good luck with that. Back then, you didn't act up in public. Your mom would end your career right on aisle 4.
Oh, God. My
No
mom slapped me in the middle of
shit.
the store once. I'll never
my
fucking forget it. I was so embarrassed, but I had it coming. I was being a little shit. You know?
You mean that nobody called CPS on you, right?
No, but the whole store went quiet. I had shorts on, and she got me on the side of my leg. Whack, and fucking, I was
okay.
embarrassed. But I'll tell you what, I didn't ask for shit and act up in the store again.
Oh, there you go. Maybe the chat can help me. What commercial was this for? If you're old enough to remember this commercial, you're cool.
And what was it, Memorex?
I thought it was Memorex.
Or was it Hi-Fi something?
Was it
I thought it was
Pioneer?
Memorex.
Memorex? What was it? Please tell us in the chat.
Realistic? I don't know. It was one of those
I think
sound
it was.
companies.
I think it was Memorex. Honestly,
I think it was
Bose.
Memorex, too.
No, I don't think it was Bose. Maxell.
It wasn't Bose.
Maxell. I bet it was Maxell. I'm going with.
It
Lauren
was
Fine.
Maxell. It was Maxell. I
I'm
think
going
so.
with Lauren Fine. I'm going. If I'm wrong, if we're wrong, we'll mea culpa, of course.
Whatever. Nothing is the way it is because of the Mandela effect, anyways.
Yeah, I know, and that's Mandela effect worked on this because he didn't actually blow forward out of the chair. The chair blew
he
backwards.
blew backwards.
He blew backwards, but I couldn't get the AI to do it for me, so I was pissed. So anyway, there's.
Everybody's saying Memorex. I thought it was Memorex too.
I thought it was Maxell. It could be well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Somebody check before the show. Heck Harper's Circle 8 Hoedown, Portland, and Seattle live Western variety show. And Legend said that the Blue Part could erase ink, and I say bullshit. All it did was
Rip your paper.
Yeah, it was terrible. And do you remember the Mr. Bubble commercial? Do you know that thing ran till 1972? I can't believe that shit.
As a little kid, as a young girl, we were always told you can't use Mr. Bubble; it'll give you an infection.
Oh, bullshit. The shit that they put in the crap now will kill you. So,
right.
Anyway, It's a Beautiful Day was a debut album. Can you tell me what the most famous song from that album was?
I don't know.
I'll give the chat a minute, and then I'll tell you. Let me get the next slide queued up, and we shall see. Okay, it's queued up. Everybody, White Bird, Popeye got it.
Popeye got it.
White bird in a golden cage on a winter's day in the rain. We grew up with the green fridge that outlived 3 presidents. And this is what doing a line means at my age now, and that's a line of Oreos. And I can't even eat those. Now, here's one that I want to point out to everybody. This is a TV guide. Now, the Beverly Hillbillies were 1961 through 68, I think. But the TV guide was 15 cents back then. I remember the cost of the TV guide, and then it went up to 35 cents back in the day.
Yep.
So
TV guide, Time. I mean, there was staples in my house that came every week, you know.
That just shows you how old I am. And I'm not going to read them all. Nielsen Top 30 series back 61, 62. Wagon Train, of course. Bonanza, Gunsmoke. They were still into Westerns back then. And Hazel, Perry Mason. Red Skelton was my favorite. And I liked Andy Griffith, Danny Thomas back in the day. But Wizards and the Wild Wild West, that was fun. I mean, talk about... I loved Robert
Lassie,
Conrad.
come home.
Robert Ross Martin was great. Died too young. He had a heart attack.
Walt Disney, of course.
Yeah, really.
Perry Como.
Miss those days.
The Price is Right.
Arguably one of the best rear designs to come out of a factory. What kind of car is that, everybody? And we've got, I remember this Kool-Aid one. Makes 10 big glasses of Kool-Aid. I'm going to call bullshit on that. It did not make 10 big glasses of Kool-Aid. And Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway and Bonnie and Clyde. And I snuck into that movie because I was too young to get in there, but I got in there. It was a great movie. And we've got to celebrate Jerry Lewis. Stay up and watch the stars come out. The Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon.
Oh, I forgot about the telethon. We would be watching that 50 years from now. Yeah, 50 years ago.
I think we'd be watching it starting tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it would run the whole weekend, right?
Yeah, it would run the whole weekend. What kind of car is that? Chevy Impala. You got it. I'm with you. Now, this one you're going to enjoy, Shanda. Most young people will never know the beautiful voice of Luciano Pavarotti.
Not even close.
Not even close. And if anybody knows, that is Ron Jeremy, who is in a home because he's got horrible dementia. And
syphilis and everything else that comes
everything
with
else. This guy was really a piece of work back in the porn days, but I thought I'd throw that in there just in case people didn't know what Luciano Pavarotti looked like.
You thought it was Kit Cabela. Funny.
You want to read that super chat right there?
Let's see. Crazy Puppet, thanks again. Let's see. They are using abundance of toxic substances as substitutes for nature for 99% go through Darwin experiments. Some could turn into interplanetary species.
Well,
yes.
I hope I'm eating some of it because I need to grow some extra parts, some new parts.
Yeah,
actually.
I need some extra parts too. I need a new liver, I need a new rib, and a couple of new legs.
Thank you, Crazy Puppet. Always so generous. You are super.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, Snow Himbo, good to see you. Thanks. I'm
what's
gonna
going
keep fighting.
on? Now, this is officially the end of Hot Summer Nights, I hope. And that's tonight. So I thought I would bring you some Italian television. Let me see what the hell happened here.
Was this Italian television? I always see this clip all over the place.
I don't know why it's off so much. Let me see. Let me check the view here. Let me see, because I want you to be able to see the whole thing.
Sometimes it gets reset. Who knows?
It got reset. Let me bring it over here in this one. Okay, there we go. This is Italian television from 1984, and I've got to tell you,
I love this.
It is so entertaining. It is funny as hell. I do love it.
It is.
Wait for the guy.
I know, the guy's my favorite. How are you not taking a copyright for this?
Oh, because she's singing it.
Oh, okay. This was on Italian TV?
On Italian TV. A lot of young men were dying with this one.
Holy crap.
That's soft porn.
Oh, yeah, they play soft porn. Their teeth look like chiclets.
Watch this
That
guy.
was the guy.
This is great. Look at that. That would break my spine.
Yeah, cocaine, baby. It was a hell of a drug, Tom Mouse. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody. It's been a labor of love for this show, and I know you are in super pain, Chanda. I'm not going to get too talky, but we love you, Chanda. We love our chats. Everybody that supported us, thank you so much. Chanda, you got the last word, and I've got the outro queued up. 3 songs from the album Heavy Metal of the movie 1981.
Nice. So I'm trying to bring back Trailer Park Pundit. When I get a chance to get a show wrote and get it out there, I will let you guys know. I'll put it up on X. I'm working hard to get back to you guys. But, you know, I got to go through the fires before I come out the other side. But I'm going to come out the other side. I know I am.
Yes, you are. Good night, everybody, and we will see you
Thanks
when
for joining
we
us.
see you. Thank you. Bye.
Smoke it if you got it.
When they shoot out the lights, 50,000 watts of power, and it's pushing on the load. The beast is ready to devour all the metal they can hold, reaching overload, set to explode. Get your one-way ticket to midnight. Call it heavy metal, hard and high, feeling just right. Call it heavy metal, desperation on a red light. Call it heavy metal noise. Tight pants and lipstick. She's running on the razor's edge. She holds her own against the boys. Cuts through the crowd just like a wedge. Ooh, can you feel the static? So many contacts being made. We got upfront fanatics tearing down the barricade to reach the stage in a rage. Get your one-way ticket to midnight. Call it heavy metal, hard and high, feeling just right. Call it heavy metal, desperation on a red light. Call it heavy metal noise. say I'm ever gonna be free. Don't let these shapes go on. Each time we have a break from it. Send me to the red. We've been living in the flames. We've been eating up our brains. Oh, please, don't let these shapes go on.
You're so sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So now come to love it all, nothing to hide. Believe what I say. So here I
Chanda.